if as a leader you are not prioritizing building strong relationships, not just with yourself and the team, but trying to create moments where the team themselves can build strong relationships, how are you going to be able to turn 8 hours a day, 5 days a week into something valuable in the market? I had a very interesting experience yesterday with my 2 sons. I won't say which names did what. I'm going to throw one of them under the bus right now. We've got this double-sided bookcase in their bedroom. 4 alcoves on one side, 4 alcoves on the other. And the one son spent a whole lot of time last week making it look all nice and sorted and, write books on the right thing, and he made like labels on the one, and basically he made the shelf his own. Last night, the other son is rearranging books on this shelf. And the first son absolutely loses it. He laid into him, I spent so much time making this thing look so good, and you come and bring... And he was so close to his emotions. The kids are like this. They're so close to it. In one moment, it's like the worst thing. It's the biggest injustice. There's no other explanation for what you're doing right now other than you're trying to whatever. And so I'm listening from the other room, and I'm like, no, this isn't the way we respond. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't the way we talk to each other. So I come in and I ask what's happening, and the one who's had the injustice visited upon him, he tells me just exactly why this is a problem. And he doesn't care at all. And I asked him to stop. And the other brother's like, he's not aggravating. He's not poking. So I'm like, I can pick that up fairly quickly, that he's not actually acting. He's not actually making this thing worse. He just wanted to rearrange his own books on a bookshelf that they share. So after listening for a while, I tell the first son, I'm like, dude, you're being a complete hypocrite. Those books there that you want that way, whose books are those? Well, that's his books. Did you ask him if you could arrange his books that way? No. Okay, so do you see that now he wants to rearrange his own books a different way, and it's a big issue. So he finally sort of like logically gets there. Okay, I leave, we make a new rule. Those 4 are yours, those 4 are yours. Do whatever the heck you want with them. And then I leave him. 5 minutes later, son number 1, the righteously indignant one, he comes as if there's no problem, and he asks me something else completely unrelated to the whole thing. And in that moment I realized, wow, okay, I have a really good relationship with this kid. He feels confident and safe enough in my relationship, even though I've thrown him under the bus in a fight he's having with his brother, and I've told him, no, you're the one who's very clearly in the wrong here. Right. He was still able to operate in that I'm okay, and you're okay. You're not okay now because you took his side in that fight we just had. He was able to come to me and talk to me about whatever, his cricket game or something today, after his mood had sort of simmered a little bit, and it wasn't the sense of, I'm going to just avoid him around the office because there isn't a strong enough relationship. To get to the moral or the end of this whole thing, how does that play out in our work relationships? If you are a boss who's going to call someone out, is there enough relationship and strength there, and trust and safety, and a psychologically safe environment for that person to not feel completely self-conscious in the next meeting you're having 15 minutes later about something else that needs to happen? Are they able to actually operate with you as a boss or as a leader in a way that sees you as safe? In a big firm, you can avoid each other so much more easily. It's not likely you're going to be in the next meeting with that person. You might not have any engagement or interaction with them for weeks. In a small company, this is what I've been saying so much recently, the relationships in a small company are paramount.